Welcome back everyone to Let's Play War on the Sea in our US campaign, episode number 23 or 24. Let's continue on. It's nighttime, nightfall in the Guadalcanal theater. We don't have any airplanes launched. That was a pleasant surprise for me coming back in. Main things that are going on right now is all the aircraft are returning, and actually the spread of aircraft over here is going to give us a pretty good eyesight on what is going on over in this area. So we should actually end up getting pretty good visibility of anything that's going on. Oh, yep, see, just like this. 58 command points, I decided to leave this alone for now. I know that we could definitely get another ASW thing, and I mean, the number of submarines they are launching at us is pretty numerous. That said, I think we're dealing with it okay with aircraft and our one lone ASW patrol, which is moving back down to the southwest, even though we have now defeated that one submarine. So we don't really need to do that. We could probably be a little bit more aggressive, except for this seems to be like a really good place for finding them. So we'll just continue our box patrol here. And if I come up with something, I mean, I could send them over to like hunt down this one submarine, but it's a pretty, I think that other people will get there first. Okay, now this is interesting. Which way are they going? They're going back. Okay, I originally, one of the things I was looking at, by the way, let me just reset this course. We'll pause here for a second. If I was to do this, this would be 734 nautical miles. Believe it or not, it's less distance to go all the way back. Well, basically the same distance now. It was the less distance from the starting point at the beginning of this episode. We've already moved a little bit to go back to New Hebrides. It's crazy to think, because I was like, whoa, we can take advantage of this. Port Moresby being an area we can resupply from, but not really. I mean, it just depends on where you want them to be in the middle. If I made it all the way over here, then I would be a little bit closer to Port Moresby. If I engage from anywhere around Guadalcanal, it's much faster to go back to New Hebrides, because it's also a straight shot, basically. We only have to round a little bit of a corner over here. Now, considering this is just one light cruiser and two destroyers, we are very well equipped to take this out with our task force. I wonder, though, if we can keep them in tow. Engage here. Let me just make a quick decision here. Do we want to go and attack them directly? Or do I want to just still... Because if we don't get out of this area, we will suffer from land-based bombardment, which is not ideal. Okay, we're going to commit and just go after the surface task force. And if we do this well, quickly, okay, I want to get one of the Kingfishers in this. So what I could do is... shoot. Not have them, I guess. I was gonna just go to the tactical map, but that's okay. We're on a converging course. All eyes are on this. There's not much else to do in the meantime. Our carrier group is hiding itself south of Guadalcanal. Okay, here we go. I think this will go in our favor. I'm not too concerned. First things first, get everyone to use their radar. Oh, you're my boy, Blue. You're back. This, just in case people are like wondering, what the heck is Tortuga going on about? This is from a pretty funny movie, Old School. So you guys don't need to break. You will break. And you two will break. Now we're looking for one light cruiser and two destroyers, so we have to, I mean, if we get the jump on them, which might be a little bit more difficult, their radar profile is going to be a bit smaller. But if we get the jump on them, we should be able to just totally ravage them before they do anything. If we don't, I'm going to expect torpedoes in the water. We'll have to be very careful about that. I don't think this game models the drop in efficiency of radar if you're going faster. It's not that radar is less effective in theory, it's just that the radars were kind of finicky, and the faster you're going, I think they had a harder time like hitting the waves. It was like jerking the ship around more. That might not be true. So take that with a grain of salt. But I'm led to believe at least that there was difficulties. Maybe it was just in choppy seas in general. Maybe it didn't have to relate to the speed they were going. Okay, what's our search direction? They should be somewhere over here, so let's send the destroyers this way, the cruisers, the heavy cruisers this way, and the light cruisers the opposite way. Not certainly ideal, but that's fine. We just want to make sure that we get into contact with them. And then I'll run at time progression. Somebody mentioned you can actually have a better time spotting if you use the binoculars version, and that's awesome, by the way. I quite like the idea of that. Although we don't see... Oh, new contact. Okay, well they are directly in front of us. 127. 127. I don't see them, but let's not leave this to fate. Whether or not we see them, it's time to begin our begin our commands to engage. So they're moving this way. Let's cancel those orders. You're gonna move. I guess we could approach them nose on. We'll only lose one battery that way. We'll still get 2 triple 6-inch gun or 8-inch guns on them, which is pretty good. Approaching them from the nose on also gives us the advantage that we're narrow profile for being hit by torpedoes. But I think we're going to play it a little bit safer. Let's get Brooklyn to kick up her speed even more. So she's basically in the perfect position for this. And then let's get this group to form up in line ahead. And turn... well, let's have them slow down a little bit. Portland's going to slow down just by merit of her turn. So, let's start forming up. Target. This is probably the light cruiser, I'm guessing, so let me go through and just have every... Can I do it this way? I don't think so. Did it work? No. Is there a next ship hotkey? I'm not aware of one if there is, but that would be very useful. Bagley, start your turn as well. Bagley, well, we don't have that many star shells. Let me see what we're dealing with here. Let me identify her. Okay, yeah. And she's right next to the destroyers, so in any case, we should be able to identify her very quickly. We know pretty much what we're looking at here. Is it a Sendai? This gun is facing forwards, so it's not a Sendai. It's a Nagara. So we will identify her as such. What's our solution right now? Not good, but we'll probably get just a few star shells up. Switch to secondaries. Star shell. We can probably manually fire these. What's our range? A little bit too far away still. Let's wait a little bit longer. I'm expecting that she hasn't seen us. Oh, I had to mute while I coughed there, but yeah. Oh, the beautiful Portland. So I don't know, things are looking really good. We're closing at a nice rate. We have a good angle on them. Main thing I want is for the Brooklyn and the Philadelphia to speed up so that they can get more involved. So let's go to their orders. Yeah, they're pretty much at max. Let's also have the 2 destroyers speed up. And let's angle them a little bit more away so we don't get too close too quickly. This group is due for a resupply at some point, so I don't know how many star shells we have left on them? Well, still a few. Let me deactivate the forwards and just use star shells in the rear. What's the range on these? 17,000. Okay, they're in range. We could, if we want, start. We could start. Okay, that's it. Guns are swinging. The rears, at least. I believe I asked you not to. I didn't. Okay, so let's cease fire. Did this exactly wrong. And fire manually over there. Let's see how we're doing as far as the star shells go. Are they just missing entirely, or where are we hitting? Oh, okay. Yeah, not bad. Let them a little too much. Hold. Fire. A little bit closer. But looks like it's just about on otherwise. Oh yeah, they're moving into this as well. One more round if you won't mind. Maybe 2 more rounds, and then we'll cease fire. Okay, ceasefire. Let's just hope that that's good enough. Switch over to the Portland. How's our... We have 8% solution. Well, let's use AP because I think our AP... Yeah, well, we don't have any HE rounds to speak of, but we'll use AP. I know that this is not going to be as good. Okay, we actually have detected the other ones now, but main thing is let's silence once and for all. And I guess I could manually fire with such a low solution. Not ideal, but that's fine. It's gonna take her a second to train her guns. Hold. Allow them to reload. Let's see how we do. Whoops. They're right under the star shells now, so if we don't have a good shot now, it'll be a very big surprise to me. Okay, we aimed at the wrong ship. Whoops. That's it was almost correct for the wrong ship. Okay, they're firing. Hold fire. Let's see how that goes in. And I think we can actually start spotting manually, because our solution's up to 30% now. Oh wow, we bracketed them on the very first shot. Well, that was, of course, my manual fire. Let's see how the director does. Mr. Director, I hope you're better than my manual. Oh my god! 1 second. Oh my goodness, I spilled soda all over my damn keyboard and mouse and wrist pad and all that stuff. That was fun. Anyways, let's see what how the AI deals with their shells. They're not very close. Well, by the way, Indianapolis, you can fire as well. Let me pause. I just don't want to miss the shells going out, but fire spotting shells at the Nagara as well. Hard to see, which makes sense. Maybe I'll have... Oh, wow. They missed pretty badly. Let's have some star shells go out. Spotting star shells? Sure, why not? So it's the... We have none. Damn. Only we were going the other way. I thought that we used the port side last time. No, we did. Yeah, okay. Alright, well look, I don't want to manually fire, but I also don't want to wait around forever. So let's get other people into the mix here. Brooklyn, manually fire For me. EP, which makes sense. As soon as we start landing some hits, I'll be pretty confident. Secondaries firing star shells would also make sense, not manually. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. We'll let a few more rounds go down that, because they will start, I think, hitting. Oh, she's opening fire, so she is returning fire now. Which means, Philadelphia, you also need to get into the action. You have no solution. Manual fire. We still on the Nagara? No. Oh yeah, well we're getting close. Oh good, the star shells have gone up. Somebody has star shells and they're using them. She's returning fire. Now she doesn't have a very strong complement prop, it just overshot. God, that would be so scary. I think that was one of the light cruisers too. Let's narrow in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine how terrifying it would be? Now these shell trajectories are just horrible because you can't possibly land a shell. You can't land it. It would go through the ship. Just it's impossible. So obviously the way that they do the mechanics in this game is they just do a splashdown. There's no way. I mean, I should release my series on this, but I need to switch over to the Brooklyn. She's probably also firing. We have a 32% solution, which means I can probably switch back pretty soon. Okay, we're getting some hits now. Probably a little bit behind. I really wish I could do this. Can I do it this way? I want to switch to the Brooklyn without going to her. Whatever. Well, it looks like we're already doing damage. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, if that doesn't highlight it, I don't know what will. So let's start switching targets here. Pause. Stop with secondaries. A lot of the secondaries are going to stop now. And then let me start thinking about how to arrange targets. Since Portland and Indianapolis have pretty good solutions, I'm going to continue them firing. And it makes sense too, right? They're the big guns. They should fire on the big ships. But the Brooklyn is going to start targeting number 2, and I should actually identify these because we will. I think it improves our... Look like they're getting ready to fire as well. It will improve our ability to hit them, I think. Improves our solution. So what do we have here? A Brooklyn class. No, I don't think so. Sashio? Yeah, looks like it. So, number 2. Sashio. And number 3... who is not able to fire her guns yet. Looks like a Minakaze or something like this. Okay, 2 in the middle. Kamikaze. Yeah, I think it's Kamikaze. Okay. So, who are you targeting right now? Sashio? Good. So let's actually stop you firing at the... Let's have you just completely focus on targeting the Sashio. I'll do some manual rounds. And Philadelphia, on the other hand, is going to stop on the Nagara. Start focusing on the Kamikaze. I'll just have her fire. I'm not going to focus on the Philadelphia and the Kamikaze. I'll focus with the Brooklyn on the Sashio. I know I'm firing HE, but it's really the best we can do because we have no HE left. And I would like to save some of it for... Splat fire. There we go. Oof. Very close. Yeah, very, very close. Okay, we actually need to maneuver a little bit. I can see that our rear guns are not... Yeah, we're basically crossing their T, though. This is fantastic. So Brooklyn, shift this way. Portland's already at a very good angle. Let's have her slow down a little bit. Can I have you guys slow down a little bit as well? And Bagley, you two can slow down a little bit as well. Let's have this group. We can start targeting probably the Asashio with one. Blue can target the Kamikaze. And they will prepare to open fire as well. Let's swing them around a little bit more. And we don't need to waste torpedoes on this group, I would say. So let's do it this way. Now, who was I manually firing with? I think Philadelphia on the... No, I thought the Brooklyn was targeting the Sashio. Yeah, I think this is the one I was trying to go for. So I don't know why her rear guns weren't firing, but yeah, we're overshooting now. Okay. Yeah, we're overshooting. Which wouldn't be as big of a deal if the shell trajectories were, you know, calculated correctly. Oh, alright, that must have been ours. Scooch it a little bit more, a little bit longer. I don't know if any ships have been hit either. Okay, I think they shot or we hit. I don't know which exactly. Oh yeah, we hit. That was a very good barrage. Oh yeah, that was very, very good. We're using AP, but these are 6-inch shells, so you know, there's not gonna be too much over penetration. Destroyers are pretty thin, but I mean, hey, even an overpen on a destroyer is gonna. Oh wow, we really lit them up. Brooklyn's having a real go of this, and we can see that there have been definitely a lot of hits on the light cruiser. She's now in flames. Oh man, this one's nosing down really quickly as well. Let's adjust fire. Hitting a little behind her now. But she's already, looks like, coming to a stop. I don't know if they've scored any hits yet. We can see in the background. I love this look, by the way. And you know what? Let's go over to the bridge of the Brooklyn. She's going to walk herself into that, so let's keep trained on that position. There it is. I love seeing those shells just coming out. Oh yeah, that's good. So let's look from the bridge. Shells going out. You see some hits. It's beautiful. So the only one I'm not sure is getting hit is the rearmost one. Oh, we do see the splashes. That is just so cool. Okay, so Brooklyn, let me do a little micromanagement here just to prevent too much ammo waste. I don't want to waste too much. You know, it is fun to overkill, but ceasefire, I think that she's a goner. I'm going to have everyone ceasefire, since I don't know who's targeting what anymore. And I think that really only Bagley and Blue. Yeah, so you ceasefire, stop targeting, and let's have you target the Nagara. We'll get into a little bit of a... Remember, Blue is the one who took damage before, but did not suffer any permanent damage, thank goodness. So... Or was it Bagley? Well, we can check them both. Not a big deal. Yeah, no permanent damage on this one either. So I want Bagley and Blue to close the range. Seems a little crazy, maybe. Yeah. Oh. No, not the Nagara. We want you to focus on the Kamikaze. And you are also focusing on the Kamikaze. So you... What is your situation? Good, you only have HE left, because that's what I want you to fire. You only have HE for those guns. Is that the case? Anyway, they're definitely within range to fire, so let's go ahead and do that. So Blue, you're my boy, Blue. Give Blue a chance to put some shells on target. Wow, I think that was a good hit. I don't know if the secondaries are still firing. I'll let secondaries fire if they still are. I want to see where this shell lands. I really do. So we're expecting one shell incoming. I don't know who she's firing at though, and I don't know where it's hitting. Nagara is actually sunk already. She's a goner. Sashio is now going down. The lone kamikaze, the only thing left. Okay, well, let's manually fire her out of existence as well. So manual fire is very potent. It's just basic leading of the target. She must be firing at us. Just behind. Let's have Blue open up without manual fire. Oh, we're really close on that one. Of course, I have to adjust now. Actually got a hit. Let the destroyers have the fun. No, I mean, it's really stupid, right? We really ought to... It's just I don't want to waste my ammo, but... I guess this is technically dual-purpose ammunition we're wasting. Alright, alright. I've convinced myself. Let's get the... Brooklyn involved as well. Wait for her to open up. I think that she's opening up now. You can see the flickers. Oh my gosh. Some hits as well. Oh wow, Brooklyn, you are just a bad, bad person. It's terrible. That was very bad. I mean, that was very good. So, spotting. Let's actually cease fire. Ceasefire, Bagley. You guys are gonna turn away now, because Brooklyn's got this. You know what? Forget Brooklyn. Ceasefire on that. Let's switch to Philadelphia. I think she fired less rounds than the last one, so she probably has more. Oh, I think it might be too late anyway. But if Philadelphia would so enjoy taking a few final shots. We'll do that. Oh, no. Okay, ceasefire. Everyone ceasefire. I assume that they cease fire manually when you have a report of all sunk, but... So there you have it. Mission accomplished. Very successful engagement. Really wiped the floor. This was less of an unexpected result. I mean, like, from a historical standpoint. 1 light cruiser, 2 destroyers caught by 2 light cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers. It's, you know, it's a very bad engagement for them. So that'll give us 14 extra command points, no damage on our part. Really good engagement, yeah. Okay, so what would be next for us? Do we have time to still loop around? Well, let's do the math. It will take us 6 hours to get there. It's 8 o'clock right now, which means we'll get there at 2 in the morning. Which will give us about 3 hours to get out. Which, in 3 hours, we can go this far. That is a tough call. I think we're doing so good as not to want to risk this, so I'm gonna pull back. Yeah, we'll just begin a patrol in this area, which I think should be sufficient to block off enemies. I mean, maybe we should even go like outside the slot, but I'm really content in the slot since we've been so successful here. So I'm an eye on this submarine. Where's she going? Up to northeast. East-northeast. Okay, we'll kind of pursue. Actually, no. You will move aggressively back this way, and Baker is going to go north and pursue. And this will be the group we end up sending north. So you can see that the lines are not because of the curvature of the Earth, they're just goofy. Sometimes they'll take you, you know, incorrectly into the edge of the island. It's not extremely good pathfinding. It's not a big deal, but it is something to acknowledge. Alright, so Zebra's the main thing right now. We can actually try to advance a little bit more time than we normally do, using the lack of anything really happening as an opportunity. So we have a good 7 hours, take it back, 8 hours before we can launch aircraft. And we have nothing going on until that happens. So we know there's nothing near the Charlie, that's for sure. Baker's really out on her own. Man, these things really cook, huh? They're just moving so quickly. It's great. And the Zebra's actually moving along nicely. I'm thinking about that you can I don't know if this will change a current game, but I know I've seen the save game, I've edited it. It's basically just a Python dictionary. I mean, it's JSON format, so it's dictionary format just in general. So it would be very easy to edit such things as give myself more engineering and fuel. This would allow me to build a second convoy and actually transport things and kind of win the game more quickly. This seems worth it to me just because I feel like the game is right now... I want to actually patrol over here. So that'll give them 12 hours to do. I feel like the game is just going to move too slow. There's been a lot of reports about the spams of convoys and submarines. Maybe I should just have Tamber sit in place as well. CTF Baker is where they are. Now, we have about an hour left before we're able to launch aircraft. 72 points. We actually almost have enough for another cruiser surface action group, but I don't think we're going to use that this time. Okay, Charlie has found something. And I don't know what. Okay, well, we're going to take evasive maneuvers immediately just in case it is a submarine. So this is an order that I would have instructed my ships to learn in this formation, which is the submarine scramble, affectionately known as the submarine scramble. Okay, let's do this as well. Semicolon. And what's the apostrophe? Quote, yeah. Alright, well we don't need that because we're going to be going too fast for it to make a difference, but let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay, well that is... Oh my! That is just what we wanted to see. Holy cow! So radar is picking up some large contacts mixed in, moving slow. We're expecting that they are not... I mean, we can see it, right? So... Okay, so I'm going to have to abort those orders. We have one, it looks like older, like a kamikaze type destroyer. One which is very modern, has 4 double turrets. This looks like it's the most modern one. Let me just identify this one immediately, or let's identify all of them, so we can better make a decision about what we want to do here. Yeah, Akazuki. It's the most modern. Then we have... Oh, we don't spot the Akazuki yet. We have not detected her. We have only detected their merchant ships. Which makes sense, because those would be much bigger radar contacts. Are they all... Oh, this is not... This is... This is a tanker. Huh. What if I let this one live? Question. Do you capture the supplies that are left over when you conquer an enemy base? I think I'd rather save game edit to give myself oil and stuff and just kill all their ships, because I'm not really sure how that'll work. Yeah, but I don't want to sit and like I said, it would be like 17 weeks, and we haven't even gone 1 week. Like, the Japanese Navy won't last 17 weeks, but that's how long it would take me to win the game. All right, so let me identify this at least properly. What else do we have? Another tanker. Yeah, I really want to let this group go. I mean, or not cheese it. And now we're back to normal merchant ships. Another tanker. What the hell? You know what's really cool is they're trying to send them in at night. That's really cool. They were trying to sneak in, and hey, we did not detect them. So you know it almost worked. And then we just got radar contacts happen upon them. Okay, so they are, I mean, they do have two whatever. I mean, they do have two dangerous warships with them. Two destroyers. I doubt that those destroyers are going to have any form of radar. At least not very good radar. The Japanese were not really known for that. So let's form up in line ahead. Have you guys go this way. Have you guys form up in line ahead, go this way. And same, form up in line ahead, go this way. As soon as we complete that turn, we'll begin adjusting for firing. It is early morning hours, so we might actually be able to detect them early. I believe this is going to be a lot of Brooklyn and Philadelphia again. And you'll have to let me know in the comment section at what point are you bored of watching me just destroy simple ships. They might have already detected me because they are turning away. Yeah, I don't think we really need to get too aggressive here, because I don't want to nose into a set of torpedoes. But I would like... Yeah, the most important one is, I think, getting Brooklyn. Okay, have we identified the lead? Wow, they turned on a dime. Whew. That is some... Look at these guys are drifting. And the destroyers are headed towards us. Okay. They are firing at us. And yet we have not identified them yet. So when I spoke about the... Oh, they're just getting star shells up. Oh no, they are not just getting star shells up. How come we have not detected them? I mean, this is not impossible, just very sad. So we might actually take some hits here. Let me readjust Bagley back out this way. Yeah, go ahead and turn away. Because I don't think we're worried about taking hits from the Portland or the Indianapolis. Well, I can get some manual fire star shells over there. Let's see if Bagley has any left in her bag of tricks. She has a few. So we can manually fire a few. Oh, no, we can't. What the hell? These guys are engaging at insane ranges. How? Well, I mean, maybe the new one. Wow, very accurate, too. What's the range on my guns? Okay, 17. We're able to do this. Basically, it's max range engagement. Turning our guns. Okay, hold fire. Hopefully that helps identify. Yeah, I mean, they are honing in on Bagley. Or Bagley. But Portland, if we just decrease her speed a little bit, it's going to be okay. Just want her to nose behind Blue.
My boy, Blue.
Do we stop fire with Bagley? We did. We held fire. Good. Just take a look at where those star shells fell. I have no idea. They're circling. It's very strange. It's kind of crazy because they were very accurate, but yet then not really at the end. Some collision avoidance based on Portland here. Yeah, their star shells are in good position though. Okay, we finally identified 7. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Not like this. This isn't how I wanted to win. Alright, let's identify her. Looks like she's a... Well, let me just look. Okay, she has 3 under. So she's actually an old cruiser. So they do have a cruiser with them. It looks like this one is front-facing. I think it's a Kuma or a Nagara. Wait, we sank... Okay, it must... I'm gonna actually guess it's the Kiso, since we've only run into, apparently at this point, the Kumas. And that's something worth engaging immediately. So, Portland, to the rescue. AP. Well, they're dead stopped. This is going to be the easiest shots we've ever had. I'm going to get Indianapolis to also engage with manual fire, because these are pretty easy shots, as I said. And I want to pause here because I do want to continue to do some kind of star shells if we have... Yeah, we still have a few of those available. Something like this. Just get some star shells over there if you can. Just to empty the tank. Okay, we got the other ones. Oh, only one hit there. Let's lead a little bit more. Yeah, we have them bracketed though. You know, it's funny because I feel like we're aiming in the right spot. We're not getting... Maybe they're moving faster than I expect. Okay, so Brooklyn, what I want you to do, since you probably haven't targeted anybody yet, is to target number 8. And whoa, interesting. This is actually quite a big group. It's another... I think it's... Well, in this case... Well, I mean, it has to be... The other... Okay, so... let's see. It has the seaplane crane. Yeah, it has to be the Nagara this time. I'll probably have him backwards and it'll affect our ability, but hey, you know what? That's fine. Okay, Brooklyn, what are you targeting? 8? Spotting, AP shells, full. Go ahead and fire. I also want you to focus on number 8. Spotting, AP shells, and fire. So just start getting that narrowed in. Let's go back to the Portland. So this is AP, narrow, annual, fire. Yeah, look at, we're completely bracketing that. And Indianapolis, same thing. There we go. Getting some hits now. No hits so far on their side. I mean, on my side. At least I don't see any fires. I don't see any flooding. This is going to be one of the tankers, which I didn't really want, but it's kind of impossible to avoid. Wow, lots of shells landing over here. It's very cool to see. Are we overshooting now? Looks like it. Fair amount. Not by too much. Okay, 9. This is our destroyers, I guess. They are getting aggressive. Okay, so Bagley, your goal is to stop, begin targeting, and also Blue, your goal is to stop target number 9. Let's actually get number 9 identified. This is the older of the destroyers. 2 rear guns, one facing forward, one facing back. That was odd. I did not. Nope, got it. Almost got it. Just picked one at random there, but it was almost the right one. There's still an Asashio we haven't identified yet, but I think everybody else is identified. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so let's let Bagley and Blue start engaging. AP, well, don't have AP, but yeah, we'll have you full fire. And same thing here. HE full spot, fire, fire. Very good. Back to Portland, back to Kuma. Until we can silence her, we'll continue firing. Very cool that we ended up in this battle. And actually, I can see it's already been 48 minutes in this video. Oh, good. So, I mean, we're actually overshooting just a tad, it looks like. Narrow, manual, fire. They're just barely moving. I don't think we need to lead them by that much. Oh, that was a good hit. I think the Kuma's going to be going down, so I'm going to transfer Indianapolis's orders. She's not even aiming at anybody. Let's start targeting the Nagara. And let's have you HE full spot and fire, because you're we're actually gaining pretty good visibility on her quickly. Alright, we are engaging. So let's get the secondaries as well of... I think you're engaging. Okay, good. So let's have your secondaries. Secondaries firing. Not AP! Oh, you don't have any Star Shell. Well, that's fine. Do whatever you can then. Star Shell if you can. If not, well... Finally have the other one. Okay, so this is what Brooklyn, and what are you guys up to? Targeting the Nagara. You're worse targeting the Nagara, so you're now going to be in charge of targeting number 10. So 10 is a very modern... Very modern design. And I think this is maybe the most important one to engage, but... Okay. Let's put some Star Shells on her first. Full spot. Fire. So engage some Star Shells, and then we'll switch over to HE when there's a few of those out. We also have secondaries which can fire Star Shells. That might also be more worthwhile. Let's just get a few Star Shells over these ships first. And has Portland correctly dealt with the Kuma? Oh, what an engagement. This turned out to be very, very interesting. And yeah, we did actually start smoking the... No. HE, narrow, manual, fire... Here. I think we actually sank the tanker by accident. Oh. What? No. Oh god, no. AP, please. Not that it really matters. I think a hit will be a kill at this point, but... Now, Brooklyn, who was it who's targeting? No, not you. You are firing AP, very good. Philadelphia, you are firing star shells now. Switch to AP, full, spot, and fire. Yeah, that's good. Can I click on number 10 that way? No. Contact with so they are the screens are doing their job, as in they are. Whoops, letting the merchants start disengaging. Lots of splashes going on. Okay, that was a good bracket, and that's from the Portland still. Feel like one more of those, and we should be good. Oh, that was good. That was very good. Need her a little bit more again. Shells are out. Yeah, we missed that one, but that's probably the last set of shells. The next set of shells should be right on target, I think. Might even be a little bit ahead of her. I don't know where those are from. It's not where I was aiming. Yeah, that's better. Probably have another set of those coming in before the new volley goes. She's at 20,000 yards. I mean, this is very, very far away. This is like 9 nautical miles behind it, or away from us. 9 nautical miles is a long distance. It's just crazy that we're firing shells over such a long distance. Even though those next ones haven't arrived yet, I'm going to keep aiming. Okay, that was good. So far, no damage. I'm not seeing any damage reported. And I know that even just a few of these hits that are landing are probably really doing some serious damage to the light cruiser. But you know what? I think we're going to have to call this video to a close here. So we're in the middle of it. We'll continue this gun battle in the next episode. Jumping right back into it. Yeah, and they are probably launching torpedoes at this point, so we're going to have to watch out for that as well. Looks like we caught this one mid-fire. Shells out. Gun is blazing. We'll give them credit. They're doing all they can to protect the transports. And like I said, we're going to have to start looking out. We are not zigzagging or anything. We'll probably have to start doing something like that. This is a pretty good angle, but yeah, we can start pulling back a little bit. Brooklyn needs to, for example, shift further south to stay in range. And Bagley and Blue, you guys need to kick up your speed. Probably tow in a little bit more. I know I was a little bit worried at first, but now at this point, this is a full engagement. This is as much of an engagement as when we were fighting those heavy cruisers the first time. And although we've already, it looks like, driven off one of their light cruisers with significant damage, Nagara does not look like she's been touched yet, which makes sense. And that's probably how it's going with both sides without manual fire. So I probably will continue to employ manual fire to get some more hits. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.